Hey, here's a update on Truman. The last 2 days, he has settled in really nicely, so I wanted to show you what we've been working on. As we do more training on the pavement, I've been putting his little booties on, but if we're doing stuff in the grass, I may take them off here and there. But he does really well walking with them, so no issues there. So what I've been working on with him is just holding him more accountable for the focus on the heel position. So as we've started this heel just in this exercise, there's times where he wants to check out. And so I'm intentionally putting him on this long line and actually letting him disengage, but showing him how to fix it. So I'm not just letting him flail without the leash. Right here, he's trying to scratch off the e-collar and trying to roll off the e-collar. And I'm just tapping on the e-collar and then using that long line to get him back to where I need him to be. And so I actually find that if I have him next to me and I'm checking the leash constantly, he tunes me out more. But if I let him mess up and disengage and then move back and give quite a bit of space between him and I, he has to really pay attention, and he actually really struggles with this exercise. So he's got a really nice loose leash walk. But with my heel position, I really want the brain on board, because that's gonna allow for him to pay attention and have better impulse control long term as distractions are closer to us. And so I'm kind of nitpicking him here, and it's hard for him. He doesn't have a lot of gas in the tank mentally to do this exercise, and so yeah, I think total the video, I chopped it up because a lot of it's just me walking, but the total length of this video was 12 minutes of me just working him, and I switched the angles once. But making him follow and pay attention is harder than just the physical duration of walking. And so, but making sure it's positive. When he really checks in with me, I let him get silly. As long as he's healing, I don't really care. If he's peppy and silly and nudging me for affection, that kind of stuff is all great. And I think it allows for a dog to be really happy in the position when they're engaging with you. There's times when he uses his silliness to try to get out of obedience, and you'll see a little bit later on what I mean by that. And so I want to make sure that we're holding him accountable not only for the positions that he is giving us, like the heel, sit down, place, wait, but also the brain is on board. So as I ask him to down right here, just a little duration, I like to break up some of the heel work with other things as I see the heel is coming along, and add some other things here and there, just to make sure he's really truly paying attention. So as I walk him, I'm not just walking. I'm moving around, I'm making him sit, I'm making him wait, I'm making him heel at certain times. And so that way he's always just really engaged with me. And then there's other times when there's freedom, like, okay, go be a dog, go play. It's actually really cute. Sometimes after the end of our training sessions, he'll take the leash in his mouth and he's like, okay, this is my time to be playful. But right here, this is where I'm giving him a little bit of a correction for being too playful and ignoring what I'm asking him to do. So right there, he kind of comes underneath me, say like, I don't want to heel. I'd rather just sniff the grass. And if I can't go between your legs and get affection, if that doesn't work, I'm going to kind of disengage over here. So I love this long line because I let them do that, but there's a little bit of pressure and urgency for them to move back into position. And if he overshoots, like what he does when he comes back, I just make him fix it. And so I'm trying it from different angles here, where if he's in front of me, I want him to be able to find the heel position. And this is hard for him. He can walk really well next to me, but getting into that heel position is harder. Because it requires a lot of rear end awareness and some mental focus. But it's really important that he is checking in when I'm asking him to heel. Even right there, he's catering to my space a little bit more, because he's like, oh, she's going to make me flip my butt into position. And so I want to make sure that he's really engaged. No matter the terrain, sometimes dogs will be really well, heel really well on the sidewalk, and they get into the grass and they want to sniff and be silly. And so we want to just make sure that when we ask for a heel, there's no gray area on it. It's just black and white. But then when he's off leash and he's at the park and he's playing with his ball, that's fine too. Then he's got the freedom to do so. I don't want him to be lukewarm on the obedience. I want him to be, eager to do it. And so, yeah, just holding him accountable for the things that he knows, not only physically but mentally. And he does a great job once we get him in check. He's doing awesome. Good job.